Welcome to the Freedom Chronicles.
Definitely an antisocial type.
Only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger.
Hi, perhaps you recognize me. It's your favorite president.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
We got a loudspeaker here, and when we go into battle, we play music very loud.
With a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freedom Chronicles. I'm your host, Mike Imbasciani. Thank you for joining us in another episode. We are, of course, broadcasting from the Brian Chapman State Farm bunker right here in Southwest Florida. And like a good neighbor, Brian Chapman State Farm is there for all of the insurance needs that you have for your very own bunker. You can give his office a call at 941-625-9998 or visit the office at 2040 Tamiami Trail in Port Charlotte. Don't forget, this show is also sponsored by the Local Meat Club by Tyrone and Marcella Jackson. You can go to localmeatclub.com using our affiliate link in the description of this video and use promo code FreedomCow, all caps, so that they know that we sent you. And you can become a member of the Local Meat Club. They are based out of Columbus, Ohio, and they serve members around the U.S. And the member owners literally have a stake in their steak. Members also have access to locally raised, hormone-free, freezer beef, pastured pork, and raw dairy products. Or you can pick and choose, just like Lovejoy did the other day. You can pick and choose from aged Angus, ground beef, ribeye steaks, breakfast sausage, raw butter, raw milk, raw chocolate milk, bacon, and even a family week's worth package that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also, be sure to pick up Tyrone's book, Life's Little Handbook, 7 Steps to Finding Success in Life, which explores some of life's most challenging questions. It's just 54 pages. It's simple and straight to the point. Join the club and experience the difference that fresh, life-supporting food makes. Use the link in our description and use promo code FreedomCow, all caps, localmeatclub.com. We are, of course, broadcasting right here on Rumble. You can subscribe to the Rumble page, share it with your friends, use that little QR code, Lovejoy's best friend, the QR code, and share it with all of your friends. Also on CTA, Conservative Television of America, broadcasting in Georgia, some parts of Florida, and I believe now out in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, so you can go to CTVA.tv, check out all the shows, including our show on Conservative Television of America. Also, still for now, not banned yet, on YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel for the Freedom Chronicles.
Thing, really.
It really is. We've been all right for the last couple episodes. So go follow and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and as well now on BitChute and Brighteon. Those are getting some views, so thank you for those of you watching on BitChute and Brighteon over there. Some more alternative avenues for people to check out the show. If you really enjoy the show, you can help support the show on Venmo. Lovejoy needs a car wash currently, so
I do.
Yeah, curry chicken.
Oh, I got most of it out, but
that's good. Yeah. So support the show on Venmo at Mike-Imbasciani _1. And you can also watch the show or listen to the podcast only version as well on Spotify. The video version of the show is available on there. So make sure you follow us on Spotify and listen to the audio only version of the show on Apple Podcasts. You can use that QR code, find us on there, as well as iHeartRadio. Be essential. Listen to us on iHeartRadio. Use that QR code to find the Freedom Chronicles there. And if you have a question, comment, a concern, you can send us an email. We want to hear from you guys. Start sending us some emails. MikeImbasciani1@gmail.com. With us, as always, Mr. Ken Lovejoy, and back because it's been a little while. It's just Amy.
Yay!
hey, just Amy.
Yes, it has been a little while.
It has. How have you been?
Happy to be back. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What's going on?
Oh, the usual, people getting jabbed still, people having health problems still, people I know.
Yeah.
All kinds of health drama.
Well, you got some friends up in, or family up in Wisconsin, right?
Yes. I have 2 family members that many family members that are jabbed, but 2 particularly that had big health problems after it. And one of them ended up passing away shortly after. Had a stroke and then passed away. So very unfortunate, and obviously caused by the job.
Yeah.
And what were the timeline like between them getting either first, second shot, the booster shots, and then developing into those health problems?
One of them, it was a couple months, and the other one, it was a couple weeks. So all pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're in the hospital and dealing with all of that, what were kind of like the doctor's responses? Have you heard?
Oh, they never tie it to the job. It's always, oh, it's just random, or, they blame it on something else that they did, but it would never have happened so close together, and there's obviously all celebrities day and night dropping dead. So
sports figures.
Yeah. All these people on the news that are.
At least the Buffalo Bills player there, he was able to recover well, as good as he can recover
for
right
now.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to see him on the field.
No, I don't think
except
he's
on the
coming
sidelines.
back. Yeah, that was very dramatic.
Definitely. But as far as work, what has been they backed off of their requirement, didn't they?
Yes, thankfully, yes. No more mandate at work. But they did just kind of downsize and eliminate some employees. So we are.
Yeah. What were you saying? 3%?
Yeah, there was 2%, 3%, something like that of the employees ended up losing their jobs. So I'm thankful that I'm still employed, but it's a little scary out there. And even those people that got the jab thinking that it would save their job, and then, it didn't end up mattering anyway in the end.
Get fired anyway.
Yeah.
What was their reasoning?
They just said eliminating positions, no real reason.
That. Yeah. You're seeing that, nationwide right now, regardless of what the news tells you about, hey, pay no attention to the inflation.
Right.
Hey,
right. Yeah.
Pay no attention to the shrinking economy.
Right.
Corporate America sees what's coming, and they're
hedging their bets.
Yeah.
They've already begun downsizing just to prepare for it.
They do mention, all the rising costs, but then it's never that's the reason. They don't want to say that.
It's already beginning to kick in. The rising costs caused. You're going to start seeing corporate earnings and stuff coming out for last year, and you're going to see that Christmas was down a lot more than they initially said, and people just aren't buying as much. Well, they're buying as much monetarily. They're just not getting as much for the money. Hence, they're not buying. They're not buying as many different things.
Yeah,
my God, I can't believe that I can one arm. $250 worth of groceries
at the store. Yes,
right?
Exactly.
And that's just 2 dozen eggs.
Yes.
But that's not the point.
Well,
here.
the egg sections are empty. There's not even eggs to buy.
I know.
They're just gone.
I do have eggs. I was able to get eggs, and
so do I.
I only paid $3 something.
Wow.
For $3.12 for this. This was like I gotta get.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was at Publix and there was no eggs, and there was like maybe a couple packages, but they were not the kind that I would want to buy.
Right.
And the Publix employee said to me, "Oh, we have financing available."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, people will need it."
23% interest on a week's worth of eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, we're talking about layoffs. I mean, and that's just 2 to 3% of the company you work for. Microsoft just announced mass layoffs to cut costs, and amid all the economic woes that they're dealing with, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, we have his photo we can put up.
Satya.
There he
Satya.
goes. That just looks like a guy that, you get that corporate Monday morning video message, and he's just like, sorry, but you're going to have to go.
Mm-hmm.
You've been promoted to customer. But Microsoft has laid off 10,000 employees, or they're going to be laying off up to 10,000 employees.
Laid off about
Amazon.
10,000
over the next several months. And that's 5% of the software company's overall workforce. They have 122,000 domestic employees and 99,000 international employees. So these big, huge companies that want to pretend like nothing's wrong.
Well, I don't think it's not like they don't want to pretend. Mm-hmm. They're not pretending nothing's wrong. They're doing what they need to do.
Yeah. For cost reasons, probably.
But the fact that you've got all these, the majority of corporate America are a bunch of woke morons. Mm-hmm. So you kind of wonder how, look, your own stupid policies that you're advocating, the leftist agenda, the Great Reset, that's the reason for for the layoffs. Bottom line is because politically we've created a climate where people can't afford as much. And people aren't buying as much. That's hurting corporate America. So you think that they'd wake up to it and go anti-woke and say, hey, this isn't going to be good long-term for the company, but you're not seeing that yet.
No, you're seeing so many people still double down, or places like Disney act like they're going to quiet down, but then they keep the same rhetoric and just keep it quiet.
Wow. That's a consumer issue right there, because you're a moron if you spend that much money at Disney these days. I mean, really, seriously.
And I just
your
heard
kids aren't
the parks had to just lower the prices finally, because I think it is starting to finally hurt them.
Regardless, it's look, I've been there twice. I'll never go back.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Ever. It is
Universal's better anyway.
Yes, it's a great if you want to get all your 10,000 steps in, you're good to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as you can't do anything without nothing. Everything is online there now. Nothing. There's no cash, nothing.
Yep.
It's a disgusting place. It's totally un-American.
And the food is so expensive.
And it sucks.
Yeah, and it's not even good. Yeah.
I'm just saying, look, it's way overpriced. It's too woke. You got nothing but a bunch of perverts and pedophiles running the thing. I'm out. I had more fun at Universal, quite frankly.
Me too.
Universal's great.
Universal. We have to do a live remote from Universal. Freedom Chronicles episode.
Yes, let's do it.
Or what's the other one in Tampa? What is that?
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Love Busch Gardens too. That was always fun.
See the animals.
We did, radio. We're out there almost every year for the Halloween.
Oh yeah, the Hollow Scream.
Hollow Scream.
Yes.
That's a fun place. I like Busch Gardens.
Yes, very fun.
But Disney, again, like I said, I had a blast there in '98 when I got to do my show there for a week.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom opening up. It was a blast, and the carte blanche. I mean, they treated us very well. But that was 1998.
Yeah.
It's 2023, and they're a completely different company.
Yeah, when I went last fall, and everything's cashless, then their machine went down, and then you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like me and my friend Stephanie were trying to buy stuff, and we couldn't even buy anything.
Yeah, it is completely.
They're like, "Oh, we can't accept any payments." Like, okay.
Yeah. Cashless is completely un-American. I always go out of my way to disparage and be very rude to the people who tell me they won't take cash.
Yes, you have to be. Ridicule, mock, degrade, make fun of.
Guess what? You just lost. Okay, goodbye.
Speaking of un-American things that are happening, the World Economic Forum.
I was talking with my buddy from the Navy last night about that. We were kind of contemplating, just kind of hypothetically theorizing, how many conventionally tipped cruise missiles it would take to get rid of these bastards in Davos.
There's going to be a new world order out there.
Yes.
What does Chris Wray, what does the head of the FBI need to be doing in Davos?
I know, right? And even a lot of Republican officials have been around there.
Who's that skank? She's from here in Florida, a Republican GOP member speaking in Davos about the need for illegal aliens needing amnesty.
Oh yeah, of course. And tell me why does that have to be discussed at this event? At a World Economic Forum.
Again, what is she as a representative doing there?
Exactly.
She doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
What is Chris Wray doing there? Not his purview at all. Again, these are disgusting, evil, sick, perverted people at Davos.
Yes.
All of them, to a man, to an it, to a cisgender, whatever. Not too many of them over there.
Yes.
But they all believe that they're so much further above all of us, all of you. Do you hear what John Kerry says? I'm part of a very select group of humans. The guy is twisted. He needs to find an inability to breathe.
Yes. Well, and also Senator Chris Coons of Delaware and Joe Manchin there of West Virginia both affirmed at the World Economic Forum that the U.S. would continue to aid Ukraine until they are victorious over Russia.
That ain't happening.
No.
I told you.
Another 20 years and billions of dollars.
Proxy war, 20-year proxy war. It's the new Afghanistan.
They're just going to keep giving our money away.
Yep. Manchin stressed that the Inflation Reduction Act would increase energy security to help European allies facing power supply crunches. Quote, the United States cannot be the greatest economy in the world. We cannot be the superpower of the world if we do not have energy security. Well, then why are you not letting us drill for our own oil?
Exactly.
That's energy security
right.
for America. It's not our problem to try to buy all this oil and energy from other countries, because then that just makes us beholden to them.
Yes.
We have the ability to be a superpower by drilling our own oil. And we have all the plenty of natural resources necessary to do so.
Yep.
They just refuse to do it.
Yeah. No, they refuse to do it because they want to destroy America under the guise of saving us. Under the guise of helping us.
Eat your crickets.
Again.
Eat your crickets and be happy.
Disgusting people. They need to be resisted, mocked, ridiculed, laughed at, scoffed at, bullied.
Exactly. And of course, our wonderful leader of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, told elected officials and corporate leaders gathered at the organization's annual conference in Davos, Switzerland,
a true Nazi,
on Tuesday yesterday, that the world's present economic and geopolitical challenges are opportunities for transformation. The organization,
thankfully, he's near death.
Right. They all look like they're 90 years old. We have put that picture back up of Klaus, and and you listen to him talk, and you just puke in your mouth a little bit. There he is. Look at that. He looks like a toad, doesn't he?
Yes.
He's a Nazi.
Yeah.
He has the same mentality as Hitler combined with Mengele.
Yeah.
Because they're all in on this transhumanist stuff.
Yeah.
They're all in on injecting you with all kinds of crap.
Yep.
Quite frankly. And
little computer chips in your hand.
Yeah, this might get us off of YouTube, but I'm telling you.
Just about to say that.
We're done. We're off of YouTube.
The jab is a depopulation method.
Oh, yeah.
And it can be, you can't... To think that the jab is beneficial at this point, after all the bodies that have dropped in all of the countries, and nobody says a thing, it's a depopulation method.
It is. And people out there will want to say,
it's a worldwide conspiracy to commit mass murder.
It is. And I mean, people are going to say, well, who do you know has been affected? I know people. Amy knows a few people, and Ken knows a few people.
Yes.
It's not anymore that, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
All you have to do is
turn on the news.
Yeah. Go to Western journalism,
Breitbart posts 2 to 3 a day.
Pundit, and those are just the ones that we know of.
Exactly.
It's sick. This should have been stopped
a
long time ago.
All the heart attacks, every 30 and 40-year-olds having heart attacks and dropping
even
dead.
Children, 5-year-olds and 3-year-olds do not have heart attacks.
There was a baby,
a girl
just
in kindergarten
the other day.
that died, a few days ago.
So I'm telling you, folks, don't waste your time getting the jab. If you do, don't go running.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and try to find the ulterior, I have to use my words well for YouTube, the ulterior ways to stay healthy. Zinc.
Zinc.
Start with zinc.
Vitamin C.
Sunshine.
Quercetin.
Yes. Anyway, Klaus Schwab went on to continue. We are confronted with unprecedented and multiple challenges. First, our global economy is undergoing deep transformation. The energy transition, the consequences of COVID, the reshaping of supply chains are all serving as catalytic forces for the economic transformation.
They're all right there.
They're all right there. They
Cruise
all
missile,
tell you.
2, 3, conventionally tipped.
Well, they're the ones that did all the COVID stuff anyway.
Right. They want us dead.
Wanted it
they want us
way.
dead.
Yeah.
They need to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Klaus Schwab, any acolyte, any member, anybody who thinks that the agenda of the World Economic Forum needs to be adhered to, needs to be removed from polite society. These people are sick,
they're
disgusting,
evil people.
Arrogant, and evil. And they want you dead.
And they think they're the elites who want to control over all of us as the peasants. And if you are unnecessary to them, they won't think twice because they're already doing it.
They think we're all.
Yeah.
Again, just find what John Kerry had the audacity to say in Davos. This guy is just a twisted wreck of a human.
Well, do you think that they're even jabbed, or do you think they're just pretending?
I think it's
jabbed?
pretend. I don't think any of them are jabbed.
Otherwise, as old as they are, they would be all dropping anyway.
At this point, statistically, if they were jabbed, at least a couple of them would have fallen out by now.
And if you remember,
they all got saline.
Maybe it was almost a year ago now, but I know it was quite a few months ago. There was either a senator or congressman who did collapse allegedly right after receiving it, and he got swept under the rug. Nobody talked about it, and it wouldn't.
Well, they want to bury it. They don't want you. They don't want you.
But that was one of the ones that
about
didn't get the memo of don't actually get it.
Yeah.
Well, and
no,
now
I'm
they're
telling you, these we need to go medieval on these people.
Well, they're asking for pilots that are unvaccinated too.
Yeah,
the pilots keep dropping.
All the rich people with private jets. Yeah, they want unvaxxed pilots.
Yeah, they're requesting unvaxxed pilots. So, what does that tell you?
So we know the jig is up.
Right.
But yet,
even Elon is coming out and talking against the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. And Elon's saying Klaus Schwab wanting to be, quote, master the future.
I know.
Even Elon's saying, come on.
And look what we got. Everybody's on their knees for Klaus Schwab.
Mm-hmm.
Trudeau. You got Trudeau, half his cabinet. You got a bunch of people. Yep. John Kerry. They're all on their knees, rubbing their faces in his crotch for some reason, and I don't understand why. Because the guy is evil.
Yeah, he is evil.
Yeah,
and they're just trying to placate to him and hope that they be considered elitists like.
But
Schwab.
they're not. Look at Trudeau. Nobody
they're
likes
useful
him.
idiots.
Nobody likes
no
him
longer
in Canada
needed
anymore.
Yeah,
I've been following hockey. Unfortunately, hockey has been the latest sport to just go super woke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
they want to destroy hockey now.
Yeah,
and so they were
the pride jerseys.
Well, there was who was it, the Flyers game or something like that, playing Montreal Canadiens or whatever. But they refused. All these people were quoting, "I will not sing the new." I didn't realize this, but the Canadian national anthem has changed some of the lyrics to be woke.
Oh, of course. Of course it has.
Couldn't believe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how just.
But did you see the other hockey, the DeSantis, that had the hockey event in Fort Lauderdale, and he they were saying you could only attend if you were a minority. You had to either be LGBT.
How's that racist?
Black,
how racist is that? So empty stands,
right?
Yeah, because the Alphabet Clan, they love hockey.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was some kind of like hockey career event, but then DeSantis is like, nope, you have to let anybody attend that wants to attend. It can't just be minority groups. Well, so he shut that down real fast.
Just like the Rays baseball team in Tampa, they had some pride patch they were going to wear on their hats and their jerseys, and a few of the pitchers, relief pitchers and starting pitchers, refused to wear it.
Good.
And now it just happened. A hockey player, I don't know what team he plays for, just said he was not going to wear the pride jersey for the warm-ups.
Poprovov or something like that.
Very Russian name.
He's Russian Orthodox.
Yeah.
He's very devout in his faith.
Yeah.
And it was just during the warm-ups where they were going to be wearing rainbow jerseys and have rainbow tape.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Just dumb. Just dumb. Yeah. And he said, no way, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that. So he didn't go out for the warm-ups. He just stayed in the locker room and waited. And so now everybody
need to warm up. I
so
punch you fair in the face later.
But I think the article was on Gateway Pundit, and you go down and look at the tweets.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody wanted, you should suspend him, and he should. Oh, isn't that tolerant? A little mistolerant. Good God.
Yeah, why can't sports just be sports? Why do they have to be pushing your politics in your face?
Mm-hmm.
Because they want to the left ultimately wants to destroy football, baseball, hockey,
all of it.
They're well on their way.
And they do it by destroying all of our values along with it, and force these millionaire owners who could, if they had the cojones to do so, tell these Alphabet Clan members to pack sand.
Yeah.
We're about sports. We're not about your little social crap here.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
but
ridiculous.
They'd rather destroy it.
Yeah. So we've cleared that up.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of World Economic Forum lackeys and useful idiots, we have.
See, I was cleaning up curry sauce off the front seat didn't get me in a bad mood. Looking at a picture of this young broad gets me in a bad mood.
And we are, of course, talking about our wonderful. How dare you? How dare you? Greta Thunberg. Greta. New video has showed law enforcement officials detaining. Oh, look at those eyeballs.
I'm not autistic.
My goodness. Oh, wow.
Anyway, look, it's just smiling.
She's happy.
Staged.
Law enforcement officials detaining the far left climate activist Greta Thunberg at an anti-energy protest in Europe. it has sparked allegations that the entire situation was staged for the media.
Of
She's
course
20 years old now.
Definitely.
She doesn't know. She's
Exactly.
obviously she's got to be. She doesn't have. Nobody had brains enough to tell her. No, we got to make this look real. Okay.
Yeah, look
so
at this. So they're just standing there.
Give me
Cry
your,
a little.
Give me your how
Yeah.
dare you scowl.
That's a
Right.
nice
and
fanny
pretend
pack.
like you're
Smile.
Look at her.
fighting.
Laughing,
Smiling.
just standing there.
Like trying to hold back her smile.
Yeah, yeah. Pause for the camera, please. Okay, hold the arm out. Yeah, just the one. I'll hold your hand. It's okay.
Yep. Got to make it look good.
Yep.
Until we make the
Taser.
front page of the news
Just
here.
staring off into nothing. All the
What
cops
a-
just standing
Yeah, they're
there.
just standing.
Yeah, real busy protest,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh boy,
Yeah,
look at
like
all the
10
protesters.
Look at all the protesters.
Oh my
there's
God.
More, there's more
All the
cameras.
protesters.
There's more cameras than
Oh,
protesters.
It's like,
my
no,
God.
coal is so evil. We can't have any more
Yeah.
coal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
I said she wants to go protest these mining operations. Why don't she go to Africa and go to all the cobalt
go to the
mines?
cobalt mines.
Yeah. See how well
See
it
if you
works
can get
out
past
for you
the
there.
police there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go watching all the little kids and the
Mhm.
slave labor. So that's the other thing. That's the question that I feel needs to be brought up
Mhm.
to people who are just trying to shove EVs down our
Electric
throats.
vehicles.
It's
Yeah.
you're all about the EVs for replacing the gas powered engine. Oh, of course, EVs forever. Okay,
EVs
so
forever.
you're okay with slave labor,
Right.
And the batteries that last
children,
forever.
and the most of which you can't recycle.
Right. And they're super flammable.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if you are in some kind of flood, hurricane, whatever, you're going to get.
And story after
trouble.
story, if you're up north and you were dumb enough to buy an EV, well, sucks to be you. The
2
guy-
hours and 5% charging, right?
now.
Yeah,
there,
in the cold.
Yeah.
Ford, I actually, there's a lot about the EVs I like from a speed perspective.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the torque on these things.
Sitting
are
at Tesla and
awesome.
just
Yeah.
But again, you're looking at to suggest that you're saving the planet, to suggest that you're reducing carbon, you're not. The amount of carbon that you need to make one,
Yeah.
and then you're never getting your ROI on that. And if you again buy it up north, they had a guy who bought a Rivian,
Yeah.
which is
the pickup truck.
Yeah, which is I saw a picture of it, a lot uglier than what the artist
Yeah.
depictions were.
Uh-huh.
And he was trying to tow his 10,000-pound EV Hummer on a trailer. Couldn't make it 100 miles.
Yeah. It's pathetic.
And they're banning those cars now in Wyoming, right? They just started saying they're going to
Good.
ban them starting in
That's
2035
that's the
or
legislation
something.
that they're going
Yeah,
through
they're
because
trying to do it.
Wyoming's
Oil.
oil
Yeah, and they have
state,
like thousands and thousands of jobs in the oil industry.
and
so.
you've got a small state there. The population is less than 700,000
Big
people.
right,
state,
and they don't have
not a lot of people.
charging facilities there.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of
Yeah.
charging
can't
facilities.
drive through the mountains.
They
and
need
charge your
and they
car.
need all their people paying gas tax.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, and all the jobs. They have so many jobs. So
Yeah.
it would be
No, the
terrible. So I'm glad they're
EVs
banning it.
The
The-
EVs are what
trying
they're
to
trying to
ban
get
it.
the people who live in these cities, who a lot of them don't even own cars anyway.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
to
If
If you're
drive
going to
around.
get one, the best one that I have found that actually does everything, well, close to everything that I would want to do is the Lucid. It's
Okay.
a cool looking car.
Yeah.
It'll go 400 miles.
Mhm.
You can blast charge it with 20 minutes. Not the 5 that I'm hoping for, but 20 minutes you can get, I think,
Yeah.
a 60%
You
charge.
want to talk about gas lines that happen?
Yeah.
These EV lines are
Yeah,
are
they're
gonna
starting
be
to
even
happen
worse.
too.
Yeah.
And how is it when you've got power outages in California now because they're stupid?
Mhm.
Because there's
Well, they are. These are all self-induced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
it's all self-created power outages and
Yeah.
brownouts that they're doing
Yeah.
out there. So they won't even let you charge your electric car out
Of
there.
course.
So,
and you can't go anywhere. Oh no.
and,
Non-essential.
and that's really the bottom line. That
Yep,
was
they want
really
you stuck,
that was really the whole thing.
isolated,
They want us in tiny little cities in ghetto apartments like
isolated from
Chicago and New
everyone.
York.
In
They
the
don't want you
ghetto.
traveling outside the city. They don't want you to have the freedom to have your own personal vehicle. They,
Right.
It's
again,
like prison, but not prison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those of us that are still alive,
Right,
it'll be
of
like
course.
prison. Yeah.
Yes.
So eat your bug burger and be happy.
Yeah.
You will own nothing, and you will be happy. The guy, I'm telling you, conventionally tipped.
Folks,
Cruise
it's time
missiles.
for a music break. If you're
3 or
enjoying
4,
this show,
they're there now. Now's the time.
folks, if you're enjoying the show, let us know. Send us an email. Give us your feedback. MikeImbasciani1@gmail.com. You can address it to Lovejoy. I'll forward
or
it.
me.
Sure. Or Amy, yes.
Amy. Yeah, or just request, yes. Amy should come back.
Amy should come back on the show soon. Yes, it has been a while. It has been quite a while. Nice to see that your job is still there.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Not part of the 3%.
Thank God.
Yes. And again, this show is sponsored by the local meat club. Use the affiliate link in the description of this video. Go get yourself some good, some good meat.
I did.
Freedom Cow.
Yes.
Use promo code Freedom Cow, all caps. Check it out, and it's about supporting the small businesses.
Yes,
as well.
I joined the club.
And they're good people too.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
yes,
they're good people, and I'm looking forward to. I should be getting mine the end of next week.
Good.
Nice.
We'll have a review.
Oh yeah, perfect.
We can get the grill out.
Yeah, we should.
We could grill hot dogs for the show.
Exactly.
There you go.
That'd be fun. There you go. So, folks, enjoy this video from this past Saturday. Had a nice, fun private party. This is my band, Mike Imbasciani's Blues Rockers, playing "I Was Fooled."
Once upon a time, down on 47th Street, I met a fine chick, trying to knock her off her feet. Now alone, I thought she was playing, and didn't know that I was a real sugar man. But she fooled me, yeah, she fooled me that time. I thought she was just a dumb girl, ain't gonna give up city life. Now this same chick tried to put me on the run, 'cause I gave her a little money. We had a lot of fun. At that time, thought she didn't know it, I had another chick dashed behind the closet door. Yeah, she fooled me. Yeah, she fooled me that time. I thought she was just a dumb girl, ain't gonna give up city life. Put me down. I had holes in my pocket, my feet was on the ground. She said, listen, daddy, I'm gonna change my order. I'm gonna trade you in for a later model. Yes, she fooled me. Yes, she fooled me that time. I thought she was just a dumb girl, ain't gonna give up a city life.
There you go. I Was Fooled. Fun tune.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You come see my band, Mike Imbasciani's Blues Rockers. Go to MikeImbasciani.com. It's over there in the corner of the screen. You can see that. That way you can spell it. And come check out the band at Leroy's Friday night. Lovejoy's going to be there. So,
yeah.
So, folks, if you're in the local area, come out, support. Doing the Taste of the Town Festival on Saturday in Lashley Park. It'll be fun.
That coming up already?
Yeah.
Saturday.
And then
yeah.
This Saturday, then the Chili Fest is next
Saturday. You got all the festivals.
All the festivals.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Shaw Davis and the Bow Ties.
Black Ties.
Black Ties.
Something like Bow Ties. That'd be a good band name.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Amy, what do you have for us today?
Have you heard about University of Southern California, their new rule? Have you heard? They will no longer use the word field because it's racist.
That's right. I did hear about that. Yes, field is
field. So now it
racist.
has to be practicum.
No, I'm going to call it field.
Yeah. So they say language can be powerful, and phrases such as going into the field or field work may have connotations for descendants of slavery and immigrant workers.
Blah, 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 blah. That is the dumbest. What a bunch of idiots.
So they said this is going to honor and acknowledge inclusion and reject white supremacy and anti-blackness ideologies. I know. So my favorite thing was the Twitter person, someone on Twitter. They said, for someone who spent more than 7 years at USC with 2 graduate degrees, I am so embarrassed by what's happening there. I wonder how much of my money they spent on coming up with this amazingly useful change.
Oh, yeah.
Sarcasm.
Change.
Yeah. So they are going full woke for sure.
Woke. Go woke, go broke.
But California, what do you expect, right?
Yeah. They're so stupid they will be doing nothing but field work for most of their
True, yes.
Yes, very true. Speaking of stupid here, I mentioned this on your radio show, Ken,
yes, you did.
And I wanted to bring it up here because I forgot I didn't have time last week.
Yes,
because we have pictures. Pictures are important.
Yes.
This is good.
So M&Ms, who doesn't love M&Ms?
Love the M&Ms.
I mean, I used to love M&Ms.
Well,
I still love M&Ms.
I still love M&Ms, just not the female ones, or the trans ones, or whatever. Just M&Ms. I mean,
plain M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms
around World War II, so that the troops could carry around candy without them melting in their pockets.
Yes.
I mean, historically good candy.
Yes.
But now M&M's has introduced all-female candy packs to support women crushing men in creative arts. Now, this is the ironic one. This is the peanut M&M's.
So that's the trans one,
right? Supporting women flipping the status quo. So
these are the M&M's that haven't had the chopatic-off-me yet.
Yes,
right.
So they still have their nuts.
Started as guys, changed to girls.
Stunning, brave.
No surgery though.
This is, what did you say, Ken? This was the Lizzo.
Lizzo,
yes,
is that Lizzo?
The Lizzo. That's the Lizzo one.
Yep.
Stunning,
has
brave.
the fake eyelashes on and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Purple tight bandage dress.
Yeah, no boys allowed.
Again, to me, it was a stupid waste of money.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
on a virtue signal that didn't need to happen.
Right.
I mean, is Mars Candy, are they hurting that
right
much?
Were they not selling M&Ms to begin with?
And again, the amount of money on on just the redo of the packaging, the whole promotion and everything, and they've gotten nothing but backlash from it. And nobody, I don't know anybody, when you buy a pack of M&Ms, you buy the pack, you open it, you eat the M&Ms.
Yeah.
You're not looking at look at Lizzo on the pack.
This one's a girl. This one's trans.
And I love Ben Shapiro here. I see no trans M&Ms. This is an outrageously cisgender representation.
No, you got the ones with the nuts with
the
there.
peanuts. Well, what I said is you should have the regular package there of the regular just chocolate M&Ms.
Yeah.
And then you should have, like, in the picture of the 3 of them, just have like a little blue M&M just sticking up, like peeking over the shoulder, and say trans edition. And like there's like 3 or 4 of these blue M&Ms in this regular package, and those are peanut M&Ms. Those are the trannies that are hidden with the rest of the women.
But again, you have to go to an awful lot of trouble from a processing perspective.
Right. And it's
to
all
package
just
them
to push their politics.
It's a waste of money. A waste of money on a stupid virtue signal.
Right. And now
that is only it hasn't made M&Ms more popular. It's made them more
customers
infamous.
Away. Yeah.
Exactly.
You've had nothing but I've read nothing on Twitter or any place else of anybody saying, "Oh, this is so nice."
And were the original M&Ms for sure boys?
It was stupid.
Yeah.
How did we know that the real M&Ms were boys to begin with? They're candy. Right. They don't have a gender.
Exactly.
It's stupid.
It is stupid.
It is stupid.
And Not the Bee, which is the real news section of the Babylon Bee, came out with an article. It says, "Ladies, I know you're teetering on the edge of linguistic existence, but literally none of the little candy-coated chocolates in these packs are women. They're not even men pretending to be women. Let's hold on a little bit of sanity we have, shall we?" So it's ridiculous.
Well, and it's because of K-12.
Right.
You've got a couple of generations now of just a bunch of woke idiots who have gotten even indoctrinated more wokeness into them in college, and now they're out in corporate America spreading their wokeness like it's normal. They don't realize how stupid they actually look.
Yeah.
And again, this is a first world type of stupidity,
right?
Here.
Because they're trying to say flipping the status quo. What glass ceiling?
What are you breaking?
Left? You know,
the only glass ceiling that we're seeing being broken here is a bunch of mentally ill people trying to pretend that they're normal, trying to make everybody
men pretending to be
will
women.
say that I'm normal.
Yeah.
This dress and this beard and these boobs are normal.
I'm attractive.
Sorry, it's not, and I'm not going to pretend it is.
They want all the liberal women to feel included. You know, they're part of it. Like, no.
No, if anything, it's these woke people that those are the ones stepping on women.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's ridiculous. Anyway, I believe it's time for our Patriot and Traitor of the week. Amy, you're our guest. Who is your Patriot of the week?
Okay. My Patriot of the week is Ron DeSantis.
Oh, right.
I know this is like he's typically someone's Patriot, right? But
not so recently.
Okay, well, I'm still going with it. So did you hear about the migrant boats that ended up just on people's property over in Miami?
Miami and the dry Tortugas. And
and they're just, the boats are just laying there and they're telling them, nope, we can't clean up the boat. We're going to take the people, but the boat is your problem. People are having to pay out of their own pockets for it.
It's a boat. Is it really a boat or is it like a couple milk jugs and like
it can't be much of a boat. But actually the one guy they interviewed, he said it cost him $2,500 to clean it up. So it's like out of people's pockets. Well, they're saying you can't push it.
But no, you push it back out
there's
to
rules,
sea.
Ken.
No, sorry. If the
rules.
rules are you're making me clean up their mess, this is how I'm doing it. You shove that thing out to sea. Get your buddy's boat, drag it out about 500 yards, done.
Well, good thing you don't live there then.
Well, it's a good for them.
So
it's
how
a good
does this
thing
involve
for them.
So okay. So anyway, DeSantis is saying, DHS should be paying for this. And there's, the vessels are just everywhere. So then DeSantis said they declared, the state of emergency. They're trying to get the Coast Guard help. And in the end, he's like, we're going to just send Biden the bill for this. So he was giving good press on talking to you. You just still don't like DeSantis.
Who won't pay it.
Right.
Well, but at least they're okay. So DeSantis
is
paying. He's having the government pay for the cleanup instead of the people. So
that's good. As it should
it's
be.
better than leaving it like other states probably would.
But again, they're gonna. The federal government is gonna try and screw Florida any way they can.
Yeah.
Particularly via Ian. I mean, FEMA's out there saying how wonderful they are. They've only given $3.5 billion to the state of Florida. Sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But when you consider Hurricane Sandy's price tag from FEMA, $50 billion.
Yeah.
New York City got somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 billion of that money, and they didn't get $10 billion worth of damage, nor did any of those other areas. We've only got $3.5 billion here. So it tells you what the federal government thinks of the state of Florida.
Right.
Okay, well, at least we're, not making the homeowners pay for their own cleanup for the illegal immigrants.
And I think it shows once again how really useless the federal government is and how much we don't need them. The state of Florida has shown the nation that we don't need the federal government, because even though it was a nice big talking point on the news, they weren't here. FEMA wasn't here.
Exactly.
And the FEMA that was here was minuscule. And the people that have been rejected by FEMA are legion. And that they've only spent $3.5 billion just to kind of make it look good. And when you look at the money they dumped to that little high heel wearing femme in Ukraine, I mean, I'm sorry. You take care of your own first. They don't. We do. The state of Florida has done a fantastic job in its Hurricane Ian recovery. Screw the federal government. We didn't need them.
Exactly. Well said. Good Patriot, Amy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a very good Patriot.
Ken, who is your Patriot?
Well, we were just talking about him. It would be Philadelphia Flyers member Ivan Provorov, Russian Orthodox, who said, I am not going to put rainbow tape on my hockey stick. I am not going to wear a rainbow jersey.
Good.
And his coach, the coach and the owner seem to be, hey, we respect that about you. You just stay in the locker room and then come out. That anybody, the only people that are complaining about this are the people that read the story. These aren't people that watch hockey.
No.
You know,
no, they're just getting upset with the headline after the fact.
Message to the NHL: go woke, go broke. So you're doing this BS at your peril.
Well, but again, think about all these Canadian teams. It's mainly a Canadian sport, so of course, I'm surprised it took them this long to start. Maybe it's because it's such a violent sport.
Yeah, well,
and it's the normal people who watch it and who are involved in it.
Well, but did you see the transgender man who was on the women's hockey team?
No.
And he floored some.
Yes, I did actually. Yeah, of course.
Heard her.
Yeah.
I mean, again.
Well, and there was the story the other day about some woman who transitioned to a man, I think, with swimming, and she's been losing everything.
Yeah. Go figure.
One. Yeah.
Isn't that?
It doesn't go both ways.
That's how it works, folks. It doesn't go both ways.
No. Nope.
Yeah. Men in men's sports, women in women's sports.
Yeah.
There's men and there's women, and that's it. And if you want to try and pretend, if you want to go through all the pain and suffering of pretending to be a woman just so that you can play hockey or basketball, right now you're doing great in those sports. You sucked as a man in these sports, but you're awesome as a woman in these sports.
Yes.
But you have absolutely no clue or no care in the world about the women's careers that you are destroying. And to me, it's a sick, disgusting, narcissistic thing. And you need to get the mental help that you need. You need to get the love. You don't need to be coddled. You don't need to be jacked up with all kinds of hormones. You need the treatment and the love that you need. Not this, you don't need to be enabled by a bunch of butchers who are just making money off you and destroying your future.
Yes. Well said. Good Patriot, sir.
Okay.
My Patriot is a short one. Goes out to, we've had him on the show quite a bit. It's Mr. Mason Weaver.
Oh, I love
my
Mason.
Patriot. He's my Patriot of the week.
We love Mason.
He'll be on the show next Thursday. Or wait, tomorrow.
On your radio show, yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to leavetheplantation.org. Also check out revelationgospelministries.org. He has an event coming up if you're in the local Southwest Florida area on Tuesday, January 24th. It's at the Punta Gorda Women's Club in downtown Punta Gorda on Sullivan Street. It is a Reverend Martin Luther King celebration. So Mason is a great
every
speaker.
Ticket purchased,
yes,
you get a Mason book.
Exactly.
Yes,
one of the 13.
I'll be going. I'm excited.
So it's going to be a great event. Mason truly is a great speaker. If you don't know his story, look him up on YouTube. Go watch some of the previous episodes we've had with Mason on. He is a true patriot, spreading the word of the gospel and with politics. Very smart man. He is my patriot.
His is the story that the left hates to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was a hardcore radical Democrat. He was a Black Panther member back in the day, and he's turned his whole life around. And he is just an amazing guy to listen to.
Yeah. He shows how important God is and understanding the role that politics and religion play with each other and just in society as well. Yep. So Mason Weaver, my patriot.
Very good. Love it.
Amy, who is your trader of the week?
Trader of the week. So I picked Michael Phelps. If you saw his recent Instagram ads, he is now a paid partnership with Pfizer.
Oh, that's right.
Inc. And yes, his little caption says, "I've been working on something I can finally share with you. It wasn't until recently that I've learned my struggle with depression puts me at high risk for severe COVID-19. That's why I'm partnering with Pfizer Inc. to encourage people to know what factors could put them at high risk for getting very sick from COVID-19. So is he sad because he got the jab, or is he very confused? Oh yeah, for sure. That's why he's the traitor. He's a sad sellout. He's depressed. They're paying him, but it doesn't matter.
I just saw Questlove did the same thing.
Yes, there's a whole bunch, but it's disgusting because it's just all over now.
It's all about money.
If you notice, all those posts on Instagram, Questlove included, people are not allowed to comment.
No, yeah, they had the comments shut off.
Instagrams, all the comments are shut off.
Yes.
So when you don't allow free thinkers to add their comment to what you're trying to force feed to people, it just shows you're wrong.
Yep, comments were off. You had to comment on like another site where they had it screenshotted. Which
folks, if you disagree with us, feel free to comment down below. Send me an email. We want to hear it. We'll read it on the air.
I hope that you stay healthy.
Yes,
but
Michael Phelps,
I do not support you.
Yeah, no.
We thought it was going towards Michelle Phelps there for a second. We weren't sure after Ken's last story. We don't know.
Him as a woman?
Ooh.
No.
Anyway, those ears? No.
Yeah, right.
Can't do it.
Ken, quickly, who is your trader?
That would be Representative Maria Salazar, Republican, from Florida. She's at Davos talking about how illegal aliens need amnesty.
Yeah.
She's, again, a horrible person. What's she doing at Davos?
Why
She
you
doesn't
there?
need to be there.
No.
She has no reason to be there. She needs to be representing her constituents. She needs to be acting like a Republican. She's acting like a communist, New World Order skank. I do not like her. She's a traitor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very well said. My traitor of the week.
Whether or not it was.
My traitor of the week goes out to all of these people who commissioned this $10 million waste of space. And we have a wonderful Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. statue in Washington, D.C. already. But for some reason, they decided to put this in Boston. And a family member of Coretta Scott King, the wife of civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr., despises this new monument. This is the front.
It's hideous.
It is. This is the front of
Ugly.
it. Show the back of it and what the meme, the memes have been going around all over the internet.
We can't say them.
We can't say them here on the air.
Can't
Go on Lovejoy's Instagram. It's 20. Yeah. And it's supposed to
doesn't
depict
even look
this.
like that.
No, it
doesn't look like that
even
at
look
all.
You can't tell me
like
Not
you
at all.
can't tell me they can't put the arms and then the
How
actual
about the
heads of them.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
The face.
Who's the idiot sculptor? No, actually, who's the sculptor that the idiots paid $10 million?
Designed by Hank Willis Thomas and Mass Design Group. It's located in the Freedom Plaza of the Boston Common. It's 22 feet tall, dubbed The Embrace, was meant to capture the hug between Reverend King shared with his wife after he won the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, I certainly hope we see it
I
in
know.
the face.
Show the real good monument that we have in Washington, D.C.
And even that's not
of
good.
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. At least that has a little more strength to it coming
Yeah.
out of the granite.
However,
you know,
the Reverend Martin Luther King was not Chinese. He was not Asian.
No.
Look at the eyes
I know.
on that. It's because it was a Chinese sculptor who made it.
Exactly. Anyway, Amy, thank you for coming on the show. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. Thanks
Keep
for
up the
having
good
me.
fight always. And
Yes.
Ken, thank you.
This was the show?
This
We
was
did
the show. This has been the show. Folks,
Oh.
thank
We
you
did
for
it.
watching.
Well, if I'd have known we were actually doing the show, I'd have been nicer. Maybe.
Would you?
That's okay.
I don't know
No,
that you would.
that's all right.
Probably
There's
not.
next week. You don't want to miss next week's show, folks. We got another great guest coming up. So from the bunker, everybody.
Tease it. Chad Prather.
Oh, yeah, Chad Prather. From the bunker. Good night, everybody.
You're watching Conservative Television of America, working hard to stick socialism where the sun don't shine.